Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle, 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 do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, it's Criterion season right now at Barnes & Noble. They're having that 50% off sale. You can also find them on Amazon, and I missed out on a huge, it was like maybe an hour-long sale on Amazon. Sorcerer, which is one I'm going to pick up, was like 70% off. I saw my buddy John Doe Gigolo, he had posted it, and I clicked the link, and then by the time I got there, that sale was over, and it was like only an hour long, and I missed out. But yeah, if there are any recommendations on Criterions that I should pick up or look into anyway, feel free to send them my way. But what we're going to do right now is do a random ranking of my Criterion collection, which is over here beside me. I'm going to pick out 3 movies from that collection, and then we will rank them based on the cover art. That's really what got me drawn into the Criterion collection, was the cover art. So yeah, let's pick some movies. All right, so haven't left you. I'm still here. Let's see what this is. Gotta move that. Okay. This, then let's do this movie. What the heck? Oh, that's not even a film. All right, here, and then why not this one? All right, we got to make sure I haven't ranked these before yet, at least with this round. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe I own that. I must have married into that one. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to move some stuff here. I was working down here on some other things. Ah, darn it, just broke that. Okay. So, first we have Traffic right here. I've had this for years, sealed. But I've seen this movie multiple times. It's just always on a streaming network. So I watch it streaming, but, you know, got the backup copy if it's ever not streaming. I really do like this movie. The visuals are great. The way Soderbergh put like a filter over each like story, because you're watching sort of multiple stories happen and like sort of cross-cutting between them. These different characters sort of following their story, and each one yeah, just has a different filter on it. So you can instantly recognize which story you are in. Also, I believe it's like filmed digitally, but like everything's got that digital grain to it, which is really interesting. I like that. So, oh, I forgot. I'm not supposed to be talking about the movie. I'm supposed to be talking about the artwork. So yeah, this is nice, I think. We have sort of a grid in the background here. I don't remember. You know, I think I've only seen this maybe 2 or 3 times, but I can't like remember this moment for some reason. But yeah, we're given a limited palette here. It just kind of looks like, over, you know, this sort of sandy color here, and then black, and then sort of everything in between to showcase the image there. But pretty dynamic, you know. It looks like a common image we see in cinema. Like, think of Willem Dafoe in Platoon, you know, we kind of see that. And it's also making me think of Kevin Costner in Dances with Wolves. So yeah, Soderbergh, didn't he win Best Actor for this? I think he was like nominated twice for this and Aaron Brockovich. And I think Soderbergh, I think he got the Best Directing Oscar for this. But yeah, I like that image. Next, we have a movie that I've seen all of these. Well, that's pretty impressive. Next, we have a movie that I don't like. This is actually my least favorite David Fincher movie. I don't know. I just can't get into it. I've seen it maybe once. I don't know. I think I might have watched it a second time. I think I did try and watch it a second time and then like fell asleep. But I did see it in the theater. Did I watch it a second time? I can't, maybe I've seen it 3 times, because I feel like I'm remembering watching it in the theater, then at a friend's house, or no, a friend came over and watched it with me. And then I think I tried to put it in here, like, since I've been married, to give it another shot, and I wasn't into it. But anyway, I don't think I bought this. Pretty sure this was my wife's and I married into this. But yeah, I keep trying to talk about the movies, but we're here to talk about cover art. Got a square right here. We have two faces. This is when they meet in the middle, because remember, she ages normally and he ages backwards. He was born an old man and then grows up into a baby, and then this is where they meet in the middle. So this has a lot of significance where it's like simple here. You don't really know the significance until you've seen the film. Then it's like, oh, this is where they met in the middle. But I love both of these actors right here, but I don't know, couldn't get in. And I love David Fincher, but this one, not for me. But the art here, we have, I keep trying to get into the movie. We have some approximate symmetry here. It's close, but not quite, because we have these two different figures here, but they are positioned in a way that creates very balanced visual weight between the sides based on that center vertical axis. But I think it's nice, and it's, you know, it's basic, but has a strong connection to the film. It's not just, here's an image, right? Like it has meaning, I feel like, significance. All right, next we have The Long Good Friday. I have the DVD version. This was one that I acquired from my stepfather after he passed away. This was a part of his movie collection. And let's see. When you see Bob Hoskins, who do you think of? Or what, like, which movie? Do you think of Hook or Roger Rabbit, or like, what is he in, Mermaids or something? I don't know. What movie do you think of? Or do you think of The Long Good Friday? Because I feel like even though Hook is my favorite movie of all time, I think of Roger Rabbit, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, before I think of Hook, oddly. And I actually, not oddly. I think it's because if I'm seeing him, his face and everything, I think of Eddie. And then when I see him when I'm watching Hook, I almost only see Smee, because he's so heavily make-upped and stuff like that. So I think that's why. Because when I'm watching Hook, it's just, that's Smee. It's not like, that's Bob Hoskins as Smee. Where with Roger Rabbit, it's, that's Bob Hoskins as Eddie Valiant. Or do you think of Super Mario? Yeah, this cover here. So I like this monochromatic image here. And then we have this bright yellow text. The text has some design, you can see, to make it look a little like aged and ragged. And then here we have two scenes from the film, just to give you another idea of what's going on in the movie, I guess. Oh, shoot. Okay. I've only seen this once and it's been a while. Helen Mirren right here. These people are upside down. I honestly don't even remember that part. And then the back here, look how simple that is. Wow. This thing's really rattling around. So, yeah, this one's cool for how, like, eye-catching it is. I feel like the text really says, look at me. So that's nice, because here, you know, you kind of have to look for the text. You're looking more at the image, but maybe that's what's more important. And then here, I think you got both. You see traffic and the image, so I don't know. Let's see, how are we gonna rank these? You know, even though this has some nice, like, approximate symmetrical balance and visual weight, I'm gonna put it at the end just because it feels a little stale. And part of it might also be that I just don't like the movie, but I'm not trying to make it about that. Between these two, this is some nice asymmetrical balance here. This is sort of approximate symmetry here also, but it's not like within a square. We have more textures going on. The high contrast between the background and the figure is nice. And you can read the text, which also has some embellishment there. But I'm gonna go, even though this is also an example of like approximate symmetry, it's more like dynamic image. It's not just like straight on like these are. This is, you know, action that we're seeing here. And this, you know, it's eye-catching and everything, but I don't know, this is very just like basic. And then let me stamp two, you know, images, stills from the movie right there. But this one's going to get second above this one just because I like the monochromatic here and the text here is really bright, but these are not good. I feel like they should not have put those in there. But yeah, so we're going to go Traffic, then The Long Good Friday, and then The Curious Case of Benjamin Button right there. All right, so my question to you is, have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? If you've seen all three, how would you rank them? And let me know what you think of the cover art also. If you'd like to rank them based on the cover art, that would be awesome, that we can talk about not only movies, but also art in the comments. And yeah, if you have any recommendations for things I should pick up this month here at Barnes & Noble, here, I don't live at Barnes & Noble, at Barnes & Noble, let me know. Then I'll look into those movies and see if there's something I want to add to the collection. I already have about, I think, 5 more that I want to pick up for sure. I don't know, I know 2 for sure, but I got some other ones floating around there that I might pick up. But yeah, if you got some additional ones, let me know, and then, you know, I'll take a look. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Peer Hangout.